Sponsored by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Today we come to BCTC, the Danville campus, to learn about the EMS program. And with us we have Dan Forbing. He is the program director. Thank you for having us out today.
No problem.
Every time we come to BCTC, we learn something new. You all have so many programs. But today we're focusing on the EMS program. Tell everybody what that is and what that encompasses.
So EMS kind of incorporates all fields within emergency medical services. You have EMT, which is emergency medical technician. You have advanced EMT, which is advanced emergency medical technician. And then you have paramedic, and paramedics are the ones usually in the back of the ambulance treating the most critical patients.
Okay, so I didn't realize there was differences. I'm assuming the educational level is different as well in the training?
Yes, so EMT and advanced EMT are one semester. Typically one semester is 16 weeks. And then paramedic, depending on which campus you go to, can be anywhere from 1 year to a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
So they can get trained here very quickly and get out into the workforce. Is this a career that's in demand right now? I know there's been a medical personnel shortage lately across the field.
Yeah, it's definitely in demand across the United States. I tell my students all the time, if you don't like it here in Kentucky and you want to move to Florida, I guarantee you're going to find an agency that'll pay for you to move down there. So a lot of good agencies here in Kentucky, but a lot of agencies around the United States you can go work for when you graduate from an accredited paramedic program.
And I feel like BCTC does a really good job connecting the student to careers.
We do, and we just opened up a dual credit program for juniors and seniors so they can take their EMT in junior year and do their paramedic in the senior year. So when they graduate high school, they basically have one semester, which is their capstone experience, and they can go work as paramedics in the field, making $60,000 to $70,000 a year, start right out of high school. So it's great.
Wow,
that's fantastic.
That's quite the incentive to come and get this
know.
training. So what else is involved in your program? Is it just textbook learning? I see we've got an amazing simulator back here.
Yeah, I believe on hands-on and clinical experience. So yes, I have to meet accreditation standards by putting them through the book work. And creative assignments, because nowadays with students they don't want to write papers. And so and then we do the EMT students, they do a lot of lab hands-on, and they do 3 ride times with a local EMS agency, so 12 hours with an EMT and paramedic on an ambulance. Advanced EMTs, it gets a little more in depth. It's kind of the same thing, book work, lab, and then they do clinical time. So they go to Ephraim McDowell, St. Joe, Georgetown Hospital, and they do ER time with nurses, and most hospitals out here have paramedics working in the ER as well. So their time with them. And then the paramedic side, we have to make them very competent. So when they graduate, they have about 1,100 hours of hands-on experience. So like the same facility, they're doing a lot of lab and then ride time and clinical experience as well.
Well, this is something near and dear to your heart because you've been doing this for a while. Give a little bit of your background.
I started in Los Angeles County, Poway, as an EMT, and running calls up there. And then I transferred to a little town called Hemet in California, which is near Palm Springs, and worked as a paramedic out there. And then my wife and I are adventurous, so I've worked in Colorado and Texas and Tennessee, and we ended up here in Kentucky, and we love it. And I still work a truck today because I feel like as an instructor, it is really important that you can do the job and then also teach it. So I don't want my students to think that, I'm just up here teaching and telling them what to do. I show them also how it's done.
Yeah, so awesome. So what kind of person do you think makes a good EMT paramedic?
One, you have to have a sense of humor.
Really? That's interesting. Why do you have to have a sense of humor?
Because people are interesting. So I tell the students on the first day of orientation, in our information sessions, they come to wanting to find out about this or career fairs. If you get offended easily, this is not the job for you. You kind of have to get over, that what stuff they show in Hollywood is not real.
It's not what? It's not? What we see on TV on those medical shows, it's not real?
Yeah, we don't get gore like that all the time. Now, some people do, but not. It's about 1% of your calls. Most of our calls are, typical chest pains, shortness of breath, stuff like that. Chronic, we get a lot of chronic patients, and that's pretty much the normal. Really, EMS it's more medical services, so we're kind of taking the ER to the patient, and then the paramedic does a real detailed assessment, provides treatment, and then transports to the hospital. So that's something they can handle. Plus, being outside, you have to kind of like weather. You know, if it's cold one day and snowy the next day, or hot the next day, you have to be kind of ready for that. And then, you know, it can be a lot of sitting around, but then it can be a lot of running around too. So it kind of depends on the day, and no day's the same. But like I said, if the student does not have a sense of humor, and I joke with my students, and they know in EMS, you know, if we like each other, we're joking with you.
Yeah.
But if they're not, you know, they can't handle that, this is definitely not the career for them.
Well, you seem very laid back, and I am not. I know you can stand the sight of blood. I cannot. So I definitely would not be fitting this career. There's no way.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. But if there's other people who would like to learn more, where should they go to discover more?
So our websites, we have a website for each program, and it tells them all about the information. So if you just literally put on Google BCTC paramedic program or EMT program, it'll bring it right to us, and they can read all about it. And I encourage the students to read over the website, because most of their questions that they will call about are on that website.
Y'all do a great job.
Yes.
Wonderful instructors here at BCTC, and of course we really appreciate our EMTs and paramedics. So if you're interested, check out BCTC and their EMS program. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So neat. Oh my goodness, what is going on, Tam?
This simulator is so realistic.
I don't know, but you're going to get this lady out of here. I got to lay down. Oh gosh.
Today's Campus Corner was sponsored by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
I don't know why you were laughing at my expense. We got everybody in here laughing at my expense. We're going to put all the information for BCTC up on the screen. Those people are awesome.
They are.